Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I think the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin bear market specifically are going to be ending literally tomorrow. If you're watching this video the day it goes up, which is the 28th of February, I do believe that the cryptocurrency bear market and the Bitcoin bear market particularly is going to be over starting tomorrow, if two things that I'm going to be showing you in this video occur. So what are those two things that I want to talk about? Let's go over here to the Ethereum chart. The first thing is something I covered in a video I did yesterday, which was titled, like, is Ethereum about to break out? And the thing I covered in that video is this little consolidation pattern here. Now, Ethereum has a very long history of consolidation patterns. I'm going to go over this briefly because I talked about this in the last video, but Ethereum, as you can see here, had a very nice consolidation pattern that resulted in a very big bull run. It had another consolidation pattern here on the 4-hour. Let's go there. You can see a very nice consolidation pattern, which broke bullish. These normally break bullish. And we have a nice big third one here. Ethereum really likes its very long-term equilibrium patterns. Now, a lot of cryptocurrencies, their equilibrium patterns are a little bit shorter than this, but Ethereum has a tendency to have very long equilibrium patterns. So as we can see here on the hour chart, if I zoom out, we have a very nice large equilibrium pattern. Now, an equilibrium pattern, for those that are uninitiated, is just a downtrend coming up to meet, or coming down to meet an uptrend. That's pretty much all it is, and the market gets very tight in between these two trends. So we have the downtrend here, and we have the uptrend here. And the market is bouncing around in between here. It's going up and down and up and down, and we're getting very, very close here. We're getting very, very close in here on this, in this consolidation pattern. You can actually draw this two ways. You can draw it like this, you can draw it like that, but we're getting very close in this consolidation pattern. This is event number one. If Ethereum manages to break bullish on this, which it almost always breaks bullish on long-term consolidation patterns, I showed you two examples of that just a second ago. If it breaks bullish on this and it gets support here at $900, that is condition number one for why I think that we're going to be breaking out of this cryptocurrency and Bitcoin bear market. So the second event is that if this happens, I do believe that that is going to trigger something very important on the Bitcoin market to happen. Because if Ethereum breaks out of this consolidation pattern, it's going to inevitably probably run 10 to 15% literally tomorrow. I have my money on it. Not telling you how to invest. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. That does not just involve me before you invest. I want to make that very clear. But I do think that if Ethereum can break this downtrend, which this is a very important downtrend, it's in a trading channel also. We can draw this right here. We can draw a trading channel right there. Ethereum is in a very strong trading channel right now in the same way that Bitcoin is, and I'll be getting to that in just a second. But if it can break this downtrend in this consolidation pattern, which, as I like to say, about 70% of the time they'll break, consolidation patterns will break bullish. About 30% of the time they'll break bearish. That's just in my experience. I don't have data to back that up. But I'll show you a couple more examples of this happening in a second. So if we can break this consolidation pattern and break bullish, get support here at $900, that's a very important level. And if we can get support here at $1,000 especially, then that'd be very nice. But if we can even get out of this consolidation pattern by breaking bullish, that's the condition I'm setting. And if that happens, I do think that Ethereum's going to go on a little bit of a run here, probably going to see 10% in the green tomorrow if that happens. And if that happens, that's going to bring a lot of funds back into the cryptocurrency market in general, not just in Ethereum. And if that happens, Bitcoin, I'm on the Bitcoin chart right now, just happens to be straddling a downtrend. As you can see, this is a very, very important downtrend. Bitcoin is also in a trading channel, as I was talking about earlier. This is the downtrend, that's the downtrend. It's in a trading channel. It doesn't really have a consolidation pattern to speak of that I can see, but you could, in theory, you could draw one like that. But we're very close to this downtrend, and if Ethereum does break bullish, just pointed at my screen, if Ethereum does break bullish, that's probably going to bring enough volume and enough value into the market to bring Bitcoin far above this downtrend and officially get us out of this downtrend. These two downtrends on the two largest cryptocurrencies is the real thing holding Bitcoin and the rest of cryptocurrency from going back to the $800 billion valuation that we've seen in the past. The Bitcoin dominance is growing. This was about 33% a couple weeks ago. We're back up to 40%, which is nice. It normally hovers around 60%. But if Ethereum breaks bullish here, it's probably going to cause Bitcoin to break bullish, and that would be two downtrend breaks at the exact same time on the two largest cryptocurrencies that collectively are worth over $250 billion. So that would definitely signal the end of the Bitcoin bear market for me. I made a video like this earlier when I said that if it broke here, that it would do it, and it fell back below it because you can redraw this trend line. You can just call this a touch on it. But I do think if we can get above this trend line, above this one right here, and above this one on the Ethereum chart for just a couple of days, stay above there, potentially even get support at it, especially if Bitcoin gets support at this trend line, which is very important. That's a long-term trend line I can't really show you, but if we can get support there and at this downtrend, that is going to signal the end of the cryptocurrency and the Bitcoin bear market, to me anyway. Now, I'm not going to say for 100% that this is going to happen, but honestly, I kind of do think it is going to happen. Ethereum has a history of breaking bullish out of these, but what happens on this Ethereum chart in the next, I don't know, in the next, like, 24 hours is going to dictate the direction of cryptocurrency for the next about a week. I do think that. Now, we have seen an inverse head and shoulders here on the Bitcoin chart, so that's definitely helpful. We had a little bit of a creation of that uptrend here. The last thing I wanted to talk about is that we're seeing a lot of good news in cryptocurrency lately. It doesn't really feel like we're in a bear market anymore, and that's because Bitcoin is growing. You know, we're on a little bit of a run here on a correction. The last real level of resistance, rather, that we need to get through is this downtrend. But we're seeing a lot of good news. Like, if you just type in cryptocurrency news here into Google, you're going to see how to choose the best Bitcoin or cryptocurrency exchange from CNBC. Now, I'm not saying that CNBC is the greatest cryptocurrency source or anything, but I am saying that when the mainstream media is saying good things about cryptocurrency, that probably insinuates a bull market rather, because they like to play to the majority of their viewers, and if the majority of their viewers are bearish, they're going to report bearish. If the majority of their viewers are bullish, they're going to report bullish. That tends to be the way that that tends to be what happens with the news cycle. When they're talking like, oh, Bitcoin's dead, there's a website called Bitcoin Obituaries that's shown you here, I'll just go to it, actually. There's a website called Bitcoin Obituaries that talks about how many times Bitcoin's been dead. Bitcoin's been declared dead 140 times. They keep track of every time a news article says that Bitcoin is dead. You guys should definitely come check this out. This is pretty funny. But we haven't seen that lately because the news is actually being pretty bullish for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. As you can see, there's also been a survey done in the last couple of hours. I haven't looked into this that much, but apparently they did a survey, and a lot of Amazon users would actually use a cryptocurrency, or a virtual currency, they call it, not necessarily a cryptocurrency. But the majority of Amazon users said that they would use a virtual currency to use Amazon. So we're seeing a lot of good news pour back into the market, and we're seeing two very important technical events happening on the Ethereum and Bitcoin chart, which, like I said, are the two largest cryptocurrencies. And if these two things happen, I do think that we're going to be done with this bear market. I really do. And I'm considering the bear market anything below this trend line, and anything above this trend line I'm considering the bull market. That's basically the way I'm defining this. You could say we're in a bull market here, but I'm going to consider so long as we're below this very strong downtrend, we're still in the bear market. So if we can break that in Bitcoin, that's when I'll change my tune on what I'm calling it. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all for watching. The channel's growing very quickly. Thank you if you're a new subscriber. This video did well. I'm ranked #1 for Ethereum, which is mind-boggling to me. I just started the channel 3 months ago, so it's really great to see this much success. So thank you guys if you're subscribed, and if you're not subscribed, you should probably do that. You know, there's like a button right here that says subscribe. One click, that's all it needs. One click. And then, like I said in the last video, it's a little bit of an ego boost. That's a joke, of course. But, yeah, let's see if we can get to 2,500 subscribers in March. That's the goal. I definitely think we're going to blow it out of the water. The goal for February was 1,000, and we crushed that. Let's see if we can get, 2 likes on this video. Can we get 2 likes on this video, guys? Oh my gosh. 2 likes, that would be crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm rambling. Thank you all for watching. And if you want to join the Discord, there'll be a link to that in the description and in the top of the comment section down below. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.